Greetings, hello, it's me from Tarot. Hope you're doing well by the time you see this video. In today's pick a card, we have all about your soulmates, details all about them. And I have 3 piles here. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Oh, number 1, we have emotions. Alright, Kerri. We're using the Jukebox Love Oracle from yours truly. Pile number 2, you have Grow Old with You, Adam Sandler. And pile number 3, you have You're Still the One, Shania Twain. So which song calls to you? 1, 2, or 3? 1, 2, or 3? So we're going to get into the details for your soulmate, exactly what they are like, and etc., etc. If you're new, please subscribe. If not, thank you for returning. And let me know that you stopped by putting number 1, 2, or 3 in the comments. Pile number 1, you chose emotions. Thank you so much for choosing this pile. Let me know that you stopped by putting 1 in the comments. So let's talk about your person, your soulmate, exactly who they are. Well, we're gonna try to figure it out. So if you're new, please subscribe. Thank you for being here. Hope you're having a wonderful season. So pile number 1, please tell me about your soul, your soulmate, all about them. What are they like? Tell me, tell me, tell me. I'm using my Who deck too if you're interested. This is for sale down below. My Etsy shop. Okay, pile number 1. Tell me about your soulmate. Tall. Actually, this one came out first. 40s. That's interesting because I did see the I saw the 50s or older's card in there, and now we have 40s. So it's like, okay, you know, maybe this person's approaching older age, 50s, and then we got 40s, so maybe they're at the tail ends of their 40s. We got tall, or you could just say they're much older than you. Tall here. Tell me more about your person. Pile number 1, your soulmates. Please tell me, describe your soulmate. Pile number 1. Let me know if this resonates, and keep in mind this is general, so it may not fit your story to a T, or your soulmates. It might not fit them to a T. This is, you know, for the collective. So, we have children here. So, we're going to go with that. So, I'll put that there. Alright, so, hold on. This is my mushroom fermented elixir root beer. It's actually just fermented tea. It tastes like root beer, though. It has root beer spices. I'm not sponsored, but I do love this brand. I love this company. My family and I love kombucha. Love their elixirs as well. So I feel with this energy, we're talking about, yes, someone who, look, we have someone who's spiritual here as well. So I feel that this energy is saying this person must be a little bit older than you. They can be younger as well, because we did see child. And when I was pulling cards before this, I was actually priming my cards before. And I did see adolescents. So they could be much younger than you, but in an older body. Or they can be, what's it called? They could be younger, but have an old soul. That's how I see age here. Age, I don't, when we're talking about, like, you know, spirituality, I don't see the physical side of things. I see, like, with the energy. So I'm getting, like, yeah, look, the energy, spiritual. They can, you know, have, like, this fun, youthful vibe about them, but it's coming, you know, they're in an older body. Or they can have, they can be, you know, have an old soul in a younger body. So, but 40s is here. So it could be that they're in their 40s. It can be that as well. So let's see. Let's talk more about this. Pile number 1, tell me more about your soulmate. Emotions. Emotions is here. Emotions card is here. I'll decipher what that means towards the end, if it means anything. We have the 12th house. Just tell me about your soulmate. Pile number 1. Oh, okay. Aquarius, if you're looking for signs. You have Virgo, and you have 7th house. So let's talk about this 12th house. This is the area of your life that is overwhelming. You yield to a great cause of power. And the key word I chose for this is escape. Okay. We have Aquarius. I have an Aquarius in my life, and she's very, air sign here. She's very independent, and she likes to branch out and follow her own rules. She's her own leader. She doesn't like to really, I don't know, she just does her own thing. So I think this person could be very independent. This person could be very eccentric also. I know my Aquarius in my life is very eccentric, and she's just unique and different. And she, what's it called? What's the purpose? I mean, not the purpose. The phrase. She beats her own. Yes. Thank you. She marches to the beat of her own drums. Exactly. Yes. And so yeah, that's her energy. She is just so. Yeah, rule breaker. Not really a rule breaker. She just sets her own pace, sets her own rules, and she's very creative. So your person could be very creative, very independent. There's nothing like this person. This person comes from, I don't know what kind of walk of life. He's walking. Just like the planet Uranus. I'm surprised it's not here. Uranus is like such a what's it called? This person just finds comfort in their own energy, their own home, their own space. That's what your look. And you have this. I'm getting like partying, so they might be very spontaneous. They probably like to have fun. They probably love music as well. Energy is freedom. Yeah, see, freedom. This person is just very independent. Yeah, freedom, loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm saying this person. Yeah. You can't really tell them what to do. This person just lead their own way. They can just do with just a little bit of clothes on their back, or just whatever they have. They can make a life with whatever they have. Little things here and there. They're just very resourceful. They can make something out of nothing. They're just so creative too. So anyway, and they could be very good at technology. So maybe you guys will meet via online, or maybe you guys. I don't know, we'll have to, maybe you guys will create a business online together, or maybe this person has an online business, or maybe they're just always on their phone. 7th house, partners. This area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. So you guys could be good partners when it comes to business, when it comes to, being in a relationship with this person. This person would be a very good lover, very loyal. Honest with you, and yeah, straight up with you, and emotional. Yeah, look, emotional. Yes, very loving. So that's where this is coming from. This person is very, very loving towards whoever, towards you, but whoever they come in contact with, they really sit with them, and they have those heart-to-heart conversations. They tell you like it is. They're very nurturing as well. Virgo, awesome. So you have air, you have earth, and you have a lot of earth here. This person is walking. He's just one with nature, doing his own thing. That's what I like, yeah. And this tall, they could be tall. Maybe they're slim. Spiritual, they could be very spiritual. They can be even religious. Maybe they have maybe they worship a higher being, or maybe they don't. Maybe they just meditate. Maybe they're into tarot. Virgo. The energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. So someone who's a hard worker, and someone who I'm getting more connected to earth, nature. I also with this, it's kind of, they could be a perfectionist as well. Like maybe they like things in particular order. They probably overanalyze sometimes, and you're getting a lot of air too, so maybe they're always in their head a lot too. So that's what I'm getting for your soulmate. Let me fix my rings. Okay, let's figure else out. Let's see what else wants to come through. I'm going to use my Witch Becomes Her Oracle. This is also for sale in our shop if you're interested. I like to get into the spiritual side of things with this deck. We have the surfacey. Sometimes, I mean, this can describe the spiritual side of things too. We did get the spiritual card. So let's see. Pile number 1, tell me more about this spiritual, this soulmate of yours, the spiritual side of things. Pile number 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ceremonial witch. Structure, precision, meticulous. See, this is what I'm saying. They like things in particular order. Wow. And very meticulous, just like the Virgos are. I mean, this person doesn't have to be an earth sign or a Virgo. That's just the energy that they bring. So they like things, you know, in, yeah, particular order. Maybe they like things in, maybe they're very organized. Maybe they like, maybe they're a minimalist too, where they just like things simple and clean and structured, and, you know, so everything has to be in, what's it called, chronological order or whatever, what have you. So that's what I'm getting with that. Precision, yeah, precise, yeah, just like a spider's web. It's very, you know, it's perfected, like that spider's web. There can't be any flaws, or else they won't get their prey, right? It has to be perfect. That's how I see your soulmates. Okay, tell me more, tell me more. We have urban witch, adjustment, minimal. Hey, hubby, did you hear me say minimalistic? It's here, it's in this card. Minimalism and resources. I told you, this Aquarius is very resourceful. If it's an Aquarius, that's just the energy they bring. Resourceful. They know how to make something out of nothing. Minimalistic, yes, they probably like things, you know, like simple. Like maybe clutter also gets the best of them. You know, they can't have clutter. They can't have too much stuff everywhere. They have to have order. They have to make sure that it suits their mind, suits their energy. If the things are all over the place, they can't function. Ignition, personal power, intensity. That can be, you know, in the love department, in the bedroom department. It can be, you know, when they love something, they love it hard. They go all in. Wow, this is amazing. Amazing. So urban witch also, they can be part, you know, from a big city. Wow, this is really talking about, this is crazy. Yeah. They can come from a big city. They can love being around a lot of people. If you look closely, she's a minimalism, right? This, you know, she's in a city, but she likes her own quiet space. She's keeping things quiet and low key, even though she's in a crazy, you know, fast-paced environment. She finds peace in her own space. So that's what your person is all about too. Amazing. All right, let's see. Pile number 1, pile number 1. Please tell me more about your soulmate. We'll pull one more card. Please tell me about your soulmate. We'll pull one more card for you. Pile number 1. Angel. Helping those in need with no expectation or return. Wow, that's that altruistic energy of, you know, wanting to help people, wanting to be there for them, very nurturing, very loving. Like I said here, where's that loving card? Freedom loving, you have significant partners, romantic, business, or family. So very, look, very emotional. Aha, you have a purpose. Very loving, very emotional. Look, you've got the pink colors here. So this person is just very open, you know, very open, warm, open-hearted, open arms. Like they just embrace you with their love, with their home. Whatever they have on their back, they'll give it to you. Emotions, Mariah Carey, very emotional when they need to be. I don't think this person is like, I think this is like very empathic energy. Like this person is just sensitive to the energies around them. They could be an empath here. So, yeah, this person could be very sensitive to the energies around them. So, that's what I'm getting for you, pile number 1. Let me know if this resonates with you at all. If it doesn't, then you probably haven't met them yet, or, yeah, just give it some time. If you know this person already, I mean, if it does resonate, maybe you know this person already. So anyway, thank you for watching, and take care. Let's drink to this energy. Let's bless this energy. Get your little water, your cocoa, your chocolate, whatever you drink. Something healthy, perhaps. And yeah, let's go. Let's get into pile number 2's message. Pile number 2, you chose Grow Old with You. Adam Sandler. So let's see how this plays a role in your reading. I'm going to start with the Adam. I'm going to start with the Who deck. This is for sale on our Etsy shop down below. It's linked. And I also have, I have a playlist for all my pick-a-cards. And I do personal readings, which is also linked to my Etsy shop. So let's figure out your soulmate, all about them. Pile number 2, tell me more about your soulmate. Tell me about your soulmate and how this song plays a role in this reading. Pile number 2, tell me about your soulmate. Tell me about your soulmate. Pile number 2's energy. And the people in the message. Pile number 2, tell me about your soulmate. Thank you, thank you. Tan complexion. Tell me about your soulmate. Pile number 2. Fire sign. Tell me about your soulmate. Pile number 2. Procrastinator. Last one. Oh, no. We're not doing clumsy stuff right now. Too many cards. Tell me about your soulmate. Pile number 2. One more card. Oh my gosh. I saw it and it's here again. Self-employed. Sometimes I have to trust my own clumsiness. All right, self-employed. Awesome. I think we're kind of describing myself here, but we're not going to... I don't pull for my own energy in my pick cards. So. But I think, sometimes it comes out so I can explain it better. So it's like it might match my energy, so then I can be able to explain it to you. So it's funny how that works. But this is not for me, I promise you. All right. So I feel with this energy, tan complexion. So they could have tan skin. Maybe it tans in the summertime. Curly hair. They could have long hair. They can have curly hair. They could have beautiful, luxurious hair. Yeah, for fire signs. So that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming through. That can be what's in their birth chart, or it can just be the energy that they're bringing. I see this procrastinator card as someone who rests. Thinks about, their next plan, a lot of strategizing, a lot of just sitting still, preserving the energy, and then taking action when the moment is right. So that's how I see this card, procrastination. It's not like, oh, you're lazy, or your person is lazy. They just want to sit there and do, no, this is like them resting, recharging, and getting those plans. Just think of this as a Four of Swords energy. It's like a temporary energy here, and then boom, okay, how can I pounce, how can I attack, how can I achieve my goals? Then see, self-employed. So the lazy bums don't get the worm, they don't get their meat. That's what I'm saying. This person is not a procrastinator long term. It's more like, let me chill, let me relax, let me plan, let me think, let me rest, and then they take action. See, self-employed. So that's like they're self-motivating. Freaking awesome. All right, so now I'm going to get into the astrological part of them. Tell me more about your soulmate. Pile number 2. Pile number 2, what's your soulmate like? Pile number 2, what's your soulmate like? Please tell me about your soulmate. Pile number 2. Virgo. Again, it's coming out. Pile 1, you have Virgo. So that tells me that they like things in particular order. They like to go at their own pace. They're very diligent. They're consistent. And they're hardworking. See, look, self-employed. Thank you. Okay. File number 2. Tell me about your soulmate, please. The energy around your soulmate. Leo. Thank you. I love it. Roar. Yes. Look, fire sign. Leo. It's here. See? I'm telling you. Fire sign coming through. When they rest, when they need to attack, they will. Amazing. Look, I talked about fire sign, and you said raw, and now it's here. Rawr. Then, okay, I'm not going to pull those cards. The bottom of the deck, oh, look at that, Jupiter here. Bottom of the deck, we have confidence, courage, self-belief, and luck, and that's exactly what the lion embodies. Strength, courage, and I said self-motivating, and we have self-belief. So they have good self-esteem, they're very confident, and that's what you have here. And then, the 10th house, you have achievements, status in the outside world. See, they will achieve their goals when they need to, when they're ready. So, grow old with you tells me that you will spend a lifetime with them. Another thing could be that maybe you've known them for a very long time. Or the other thing could be that you knew them in another past life. Like, that's what I'm saying, soulmate. You knew them in another lifetime, and you're probably going to keep on meeting in different lifetimes. That's what it's saying. Or it could also say that you're gonna, that you guys are going to be married for a long time, or just, have a long history together. Like I said, be together for a long time. I like that. Now let's see what the witch becomes her oracle says. This is also for sale in my shop if you're interested. It's going to be linked below, and I do personal readings as well. And also I would like you to remember that this is a collective reading, so it's not specific. It's not tailored to one particular person. It's very scattered, so you might even get like 2 minutes of your message, or you might get the whole message, or maybe not at all. So just take what's yours and leave the rest for the next person. So pile number 2, tell me more about your spiritual soulmate, your soulmate. Pile number 2's message only. Please tell me about your soulmate. Okay, independence, privacy, and introvert. Yeah, we just said that. Self-employed, we even got self-belief and self-driven, self-motivated, and now we're getting independence here. So this person can stand on their own feet, their own 2 feet. This person, look at this man on a moon all by himself. He doesn't need anybody to help him get there. And you see the lion all by himself, very courageous, very confident, very brave, very strong-minded as well. And then you have this again. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that the is that the one? No, this one. Solitary, independence. And then you have privacy and introvert. The introvert just tells me, just like a lion, keeping to themselves, but also keeping to their family. So this person could just be, such a hard worker. They don't have time to socialize, or such a family person. They just stick with their family. They find peace in the comfort of their own home. So yes, a lot of self energy here. Self-employed, self-belief, self-motivating, independence, all that. Okay, let's see. Tell me about your person. But they don't like to be alone. They just find, they like smaller circles of friends, or they just like to be around the family. Maybe they are very sensitive to energy, so they just keep, the amount of people to a minimal, what they can handle. So, pile number 2, what is your soulmate like? You have kitchen witch, sustenance, preparation, and shelter. So this is a provider. This is like the emperor, again, with the Aries fire sign. This person could be very good at cooking. This person could be very good. This is so funny. This can be somebody who's a very good, I don't know, they have this structure, this stability in this person's energy. Like this, it's loyal, it's disciplined, it's, like self-disciplined, driven person, self-employed person. This person, I don't know how to explain it. They are very good at, keeping a tight ship. They're very good at disciplining their family, disciplining themselves. Good head on their shoulders. See, this is my husband's energy, I'm telling you. But I promise you I didn't pull for his energy. Or myself, I didn't. And left-handed witch, we have, see, he's talking. He's like, yep, good head on his shoulders. Left-handed witch, taboo, no rules, and rebel. So they don't like to just listen to whatever is being forced down their throat. If they're whatever the media is saying, they're gonna be like, let me question that. Let me think outside the box. Let me think for myself. And then independence, privacy, preparation, sustenance. That's the emperor. Preparation. That's the Virgo as well. Also the emperor, the lion king, the provider. They like to set their own rules. They like to question authority and seek knowledge. Very intelligent, and they question everything. They don't just believe whatever is, whatever the mass is saying. They question it, or they do their own research. All right. so swamp witch, voodoo spirits, heritage. So heritage, I don't know, to me that's like saying, that's another way of saying that this person, there's a connection you have with this person, whether it's a soul tie, you've known them for a very long time, and it feels like they are soul family to you, or maybe they're a friend of the family, or you guys share mutual friends, you guys built a family together, maybe you have a strong family foundation, all that stuff. That also embodies the Emperor. What else? Yeah, just that's how I'm going to leave it. So now I'm going to get into these archetypes. All right. Grow old with you also tells me that they're very wise soul here, very intelligent. This person just seems very knowledgeable, this energy right here. I'm sorry, you can't even see what I'm talking about. Grow old with you. Look, there's wisdom here. I don't know, I see wisdom. You got a lot of reds here again, so Emperor, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, fire sign. That red is coming out strong. A lot of reds here. You even got it here in this witch card, and you have it here in the self-employed card. You have it here in the astrological cards, and you even have it here in the Who deck. So red is everywhere, which, you know, fire, getting fire. I'm using the archetypes decks and on the deck, and everything will be linked below. Amazon links, Etsy links, all that stuff. Oh, snap. We have Exorcist, freeing yourself of others of destructive impulses. Tell me more about this soulmate here. Tell me more about the soulmate. Last card, child, orphan, more red. Independence, oh, here we go again. Independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. I just said it. I just said this person is very independent. We have self-belief, self-employed. We have sustenance. We have independence. We have, what else? Taboo, no rules. Rebel, that's someone who goes AWOL, right? They rebel. They're just, they toot their own horn. They lead their own path. I don't know what I'm saying sometimes, but freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. That to me tells me they follow their own rules. They they're free. Look, you even got freedom here. Freedom. There's freedom here somewhere. Oh my gosh, I can't find it now. Maybe it came out in the other reading. But this is, I don't know, like removing oneself from limiting beliefs or from old belief systems, or just, you know, whatever the mass is doing, they're freeing themselves from that. So this is like, I don't know, like removing themselves from what mass people, what society is telling them to do. Like if society is saying, you should do this and do this and do this, they're like, no, I'm removing myself from that. I'm following my own path. I'm doing my own research. That's what I'm getting. So, and I'm getting like an energy, you know, like ignorance is bliss. That's what I'm getting also. Like staying, what's it called? Like if believing what everybody is believing, that you find comfort in that, but this person doesn't. This person likes to question, like I said, question authority and think with their own brain, and and even if it's scary, or even if it can cause conflict or problems, or it can cause them to feel isolated, because you do have privacy, introvert, independence, and yes, a lot of self energy. So even if that means that they have to be alone, that introvert card, or if it means that they have to, taboo, no rules, rebel. See, if they have to be on their own, if that means that they lose friends or that they come across as an outcast or whatever, they don't care, because they're following their own inner compass, their own, calling, and they have strong intuition, so they're able to, lead the way that way. But see, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. And it's not just them, they also want their family to see the way they see things, helping open the eyes of family and friends, because they don't want to be alone. They don't like to be alone. They, you know, small circles. So anyway, you know, raising awareness with those, or helping those open their eyes on important subjects, or just, yeah, that's how I'm leaving it. Especially when it has to do with health, and yeah, because we have a little kitchen here, so when it comes to health, or, you know, lifestyles, way of living, that's what I'm getting with that. And I think that's pretty much a wrap. Let's see. So grow old with you, Adam Sandler. This person can be an old soul, and this person could also be an 80s kid or a 70s kid. I'm getting The Wedding Singer, that song, all those 80s songs, 70s songs. I'm getting that too. So they can be from the 70s or 80s. And they could also be into like funky music, or maybe they like old school music, or maybe they're very traditional and old fashioned as well. So that's what I'm getting with that. Thank you for watching. That's pile number two's message. Let's drink to this. Let's bless this energy. Thanks to my mushroom elixir. This is the root beer flavor. And yeah, let's keep it moving. So now we're on to pile number three's message. Hello, pile number 3. Thank you for choosing this pile. Let me know that you did so. You chose Shania Twain's You're Still the One. Let's figure out how this, what messages want to come through for your soulmate, all about them. If you're new, please subscribe. If not, thank you for returning. Also, keep in mind that I do pick cards often. I do personal readings as well. I have them linked to my Etsy shop. And this deck, this is my Jukebox Love Oracle. This is gonna get what's it called? A makeover. So, but if you're interested, let me know. Check me out on Instagram. This is a deck that's very close to me. It's 80s and 90s love songs. So yeah, it's gonna have a big transformational makeover. But anyway, so let's figure this out. What else? We're gonna start with I want to start with the Who first. This is for sale also in my Etsy shop. So let's figure this out. Pile number 3. Who is your soulmate? Who is your soulmate? Pile number 3. Who's your soulmate? Thank you so much for watching. New people, new message. We have a flyer here. Who's your soulmate? Thank you for watching. Thank you. Pile number 3. If this resonates for you, that means you probably know this person. If not, you probably haven't met them yet, so give it some time. And also keep in mind that this is general. This is not a personal reading. So it might not fit your soulmate story to a tease, but like I said, I do personal readings. So you have procrastinator, you have skillful. Just tell me about your soulmate. You have thin body. Just tell me about your soulmate, pile number 3. And you have social butterfly. So let's get into this message. Ooh. Procrastinator. Okay, this came out in pile number 2. Did it come? No, pile number 1, I think. So... or maybe pile number 2, I forget. Okay, so what this tells me right now is that your person could be a slow mover. This person probably takes their time doing things. Skillful, they are very good at their craft. They're very good at their job. They're very good at the projects that they pour themselves into. They are very thorough. Thin body, they could have a thin, attractive body. Maybe they work on their body. Maybe they eat healthy foods. Maybe they are into people watching as well. Maybe they love to see different types of bodies, I don't know, like everybody loves to people watch. Let's be real. We love to people watch. So it's not a weird thing. It's more like this person just likes to see, you know, eye candy, or just, you know, see a variety of people. We like to people watch. Simple as that. Like you're watching me, right? And sometimes you like to watch cards. I know I like to watch cards, so you have a little mixture of both. But this person, I think, look, we have social butterfly, so they can speak for their job. They can do this for a living, or they are just very sociable. Maybe they have a lot of friends, a lot of family. Maybe they have a lot of social gatherings. Maybe they are good at opening their home to, you know, people coming through. I mean, to like hosting parties or hosting little gatherings here and there, or, you know, even bringing people together. Yeah, that can be that as well. you know, a good party host, a good planner, people who like to, you know, who like to be around a lot of friends, family. Maybe they do this for a living, where they're always around a lot of energies for a living. Let's see. So I'm going to use my Witch Becomes Her Oracle, which is also for sale on our Etsy shop if you're interested. I like to use this to describe the spiritual side of things, and it could be the physical side as well. There's a blend here. I also have a tutorial on how to use this deck for those who are wanting to bond better with this deck if you have it already, which I thank you so much for incorporating this into your practice. Pile number 3, last tile. Tell me about your spiritual soulmate here. Who is this person, please? Thank you. Tell me about your spiritual person. You have Blood Witch. Tell me about your person, pile number 3. Tell me about your person, pile number 3. You have Blade Witch. Oh, you got Blood and Blade. Okay. Please tell me about your person, your soulmate. And you have Medium Witch. So you have red, blue, red. And then blue again. Interesting. This has many colors. It's not all about red and blue. It's like different colors here. Purples, greens. Yeah. So Blood Witch. Let's go with this. So the first thing that I get with this is, oh, bonds, lineage, power. So you might have some kind of, yeah, this is a spiritual soulmate. I mean, a soulmate for sure, a spiritual counterpart. But I think you guys have some kind of connection. Maybe you guys have family together, or maybe this is like you met by a friend, maybe a friend of the family introduced you, or maybe you guys have connections, and you guys keep, no, what I mean by that is that you guys keep meeting every lifetime. So there's some kind of connection here, and it's tying you to each other, where you feel like you're a soul family. Bonds, there's a bonds here. You guys could really, maybe you guys have met before in another lifetime. Maybe you guys have a physical past in this lifetime where you guys know each other for a long time. Maybe you guys, yeah, have a lot of history. And you guys can't stop meeting each other. It could be that as well. So that's what I'm getting with that. And also, yeah, maybe you have family as well. You guys came together and you made a child, and now that your energies are now into your person. So it's like your child might be a soulmate to you both as well. Because we have lineage, we have power. So I don't know, maybe you guys come from that's not how I'm going to leave it. Just power. Yeah, that's how I'm leaving it. I don't want to complicate it. Blade Witch, direct, precise, relentless. This person can be an air sign. Because we have swords here. This person could also, yeah, because you have, look, even got skills here. So this person could be good with their hands. This person could be good with, yeah, their crafts. They are very, what's it called? Masterful. They have honed their crafts. They are honing it now, or mastering their crafts now. This person might be very good with their words as well, because you have Blade Witch, which is swords. You take the S out, you get words, and then you have this social butterfly talking on the phone. So this person could, you know, for a living, talk a lot, or is a good leader, because you have Master, you have this Blade Witch, so she can be a leader, or he. Yeah, skillful, you have direct, precise, relentless, so this person can be very good with directing people, supervising, leading, all that stuff. That's what I'm getting with that. This person can be an old soul. This person can also be someone who people respect. They respect them in the workplace, or they respect them in the family. This is probably the go-to person you go to when you need help, when you need advice, when you need someone to just listen to you, help you problem solve, because you got the swords and you got the speaking, so they can be a good listener as well. Medium Witch, oh wow, so yeah, good listening. The mediator, the liaison, the connector. And that's exactly what I got here. Someone connecting people together. So it could also be mediumship, where you're connecting physical people with spirits, you know, helping them cross over, or maybe there's a message spirits have and they want to convey the messages and they use you for that. We have the social butterfly here. And then, yeah, so psychic contact closure. So maybe this person, for a living, they are very spiritual. Maybe they have maybe they do tarot, maybe they do mediumship work, maybe they are, Maybe they just do this. Maybe they're, you know, some kind of counselor, therapist. You know, that kind of energy. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, medium, like the mediator. It can be also lawyer energy because we have blades. So Queen, King of Swords. You know, King is a lawyer. They work in, you know, the legal field. They can be into the law. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, medium with the skill. So this can be King of Swords energy, Queen of Swords energy, because you do have this feminine here. So cutting through the BS, cutting through problems, troubleshooting, and then you have the blade. Yeah, see, blade. Oh my gosh, yes. So what else? Yeah, very professional energy, just like the Queen of Swords. She's very professional. In the workplace, don't mess with her as far as her money is concerned. Don't try to undermine her. Don't try to question her intelligence. She's not having that. And that's exactly what that looks like. This Queen of Swords energy. When in the professional field, don't mess with her. But she also has a fun side. She loves to be with family. She's very sociable. And if you do research on the Queen of Swords, which I learned this probably a year later after I started doing tarot, the Queen of Swords loves to be with people. She mourns the loss of people she can't be with, like family members. And I also get that this individual could be someone who is unable to bear children. So your person that can be your soulmate as well, someone who doesn't have children, or they haven't had children yet, or it's very hard for them to conceive. It can be that as well. This can also be a widower, someone who maybe had a soulmate a partner who passed away, and so when you meet them, that's just something of their past. Virgo, Virgo keeps coming out. What is going on? All this Virgo energy, all this earth. Please tell me more about your soulmate pile number 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Tell me about the energy here on the table. Third house, which is education. Your potential to learn something, and your local neighborhood. So neighborhood, community, people. That's what I was just saying. And then communication. Learning. Wow, you're learning. So masterful. So this person has mastered their crafts, honed their skills, or they're continuing to do so. Like the diligent earth sign here. That's amazing. We're on track here. Very educated, skillful. So, and the Queen of Swords, very smart, intellect. They're very intelligent. Yep. Look at her. Yes, very intelligent here. She's thinking. She's like pensive. Number 3. Tell me more about your soulmate, and then we'll step into one last deck here. So Capricorn, another earth sign. So this is an earth sign coming through. We have it twice. The energy around you is serious. Yes. And you even got the medium, psychic, a lot of brain power, a lot of mental activity here, contact closure, social butterfly contact closure, listening, thinking, talking, planning. Blade Witch, absolutely. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. Serious, materialistic, and hardworking. So that's exactly what I'm getting here. Hardworking, Virgo. Serious, serious, materialistic, and hardworking. Shrewdness, that poker face, like that Queen of Swords. She has like I said, don't mess with her. She means business, and that's what your person embodies. Like this person is very you can't mess with them. You can't mess with their money. Don't mess with their money. Don't stop them from achieving their goals. This person means business. So I think, one more deck. Please tell me about your person, pile number 3. Tell me about your person, pile number 3. How can we tie this all together? Pile number 3. Queen! Oh my stars, we just said that. Rescuer, yes. We just said that with the Queen. Oh my gosh. Look, Blade, Queen of Swords energy. I just said it. I said Queen. I said Queen. I said King. Okay, so, and that means they have mastered their craft. So that means they're high up on the rung. People respect them. They probably have a good paying job. They take their work seriously. You have the Virgo, hardworking. Yeah, so look at that. Masterful, diligence, queen energy. Look at that face, that poker, stoic face. So let's talk about this queen. Radiates the regal feminine or masculine. Uses her benevolent authority. I just said master. They are high up in in their career, or just people respect them for the work that they do. Or maybe they have a way to connect others. Like they're the go-to person. You go to them for help, to make connections with others. You have the social butterfly. You have connection. You have skill here, authority. So this person, you go to them when you need them to do something for you, or just to help you in some way. Wow, that's amazing. Rescuer, so yeah, exactly. When you need help, they are there for you. Wow, that's a Queen of Swords, direct. That's exactly what the Queen of Swords is. And then this provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation or reward. Wow, that's really amazing. That's really amazing. That's exactly what I was getting here. So they're very intelligent, very knowledgeable, very wise. That's why people go to them. Sorry. So now we have You're Still the One, Shania Twain. I don't know, this Shania, I'm getting, the Shania energy is very queen-like, right? That's what I'm getting. I get with this, it just tells me that they're the person that you go to when you need help. Look, you're still the one. So after all these years, they trust you to help them. And it could be also, there's trust here, and you have chosen each other. You're the one. You're still the one. You have chosen each other. And that's how I'm leaving this. So let's drink to that. Let's do some mushroom elixir magic here to bless all this. If you have anything to drink with me, then go for it. Okay, so that's how I'm leaving it. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, please subscribe. And if you resonated with this, please let me know in the comments. All the decks I use will be down below. And if you want something more personal, check out my Etsy. This was not a personal reading. This is just collective, so it might fit you or might not. So yeah, check out my Etsy. I do personal readings. Take care. Bye-bye.